Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the third in our web series. Again, I'm Melanie Tanko, COO and co founder of Kypher. For today's topic, we'll be talking about phishing. No, not for trout. Today, we're talking about email phishing. You'll hear a real world attack and its continued negative effect. And as always, we'll give some tips on how to combat this nasty threat. Phishing is a prevalent threat. Email phishing scams are carried out online by tech savvy con artists and identity theft criminals. They use spam, fake websites constructed to look identical to real websites, email, and instant messages to trick you into divulging sensitive information, like bank account passwords and credit card numbers, or even health information. Once you take the fisher's bait, they can use the information to create fake accounts in your name and ruin your credit, and steal your identity or rack up medical expenses. Cybercriminals also use social engineering to convince you to install malicious software or hand over your personal information under false pretenses. They might email you, call you on the phone, or convince you to download something off a website. Email is the most common method for this, as the phishers can send many messages targeting many individuals at once. These criminals send you fake emails that look legit. They ask you for information or to fill out an application with sensitive data. Sometimes it's just as simple as you having to call a number or click a link. But no matter what, there's always one purpose in mind, which is to steal your private information. This form of attack has proven effective for the criminals, which continues its widespread use. Everyone's a target, individuals and businesses alike. No target is too big or too small for this one. As recent as a few weeks ago, in what's been labeled a serious security incident, the Milwaukee Bucks of the NBA confirmed that they fell victim to a phishing scam that compromised the basketball team's financial data. After receiving an email impersonating the team president, an employee sent out 2015 tax year data for all the Bucks employees, including players. That means info like the names, social security numbers, addresses, dates of birth, and salary were details in the data that has been obtained, and now that data is in the wrong hands. The NBA says the fraudsters made the request for financial data on April 26th, and it seems the team didn't discover its mistake until May 16th. So here's an example of what a phishing email might look like. As you can see, there's all kinds of problems with this. Notice that most phishing emails can spoof the sending address and make it look real. The thing you want to watch for in this email is the link that they've included. See how the URL isn't actually going to the IRS? Well, clicking on this link would take you to the attacker's website. Then they would ask you for personal information like social security number, name, address, and date of birth. How many websites have you so easily given that information to in the past? Well, this is what the fraudsters are counting on. They rely on the average user to not pay close attention, and then they have you. All right, we understand now how the threat works, so please tell us how we can avoid phishing attacks. First, have a strong perimeter network, including a next generation firewall with intrusion prevention. Don't open any email or attachments from a user you don't know. Even if you do know them, if the email looks suspect, don't open it. Avoid clicking links in emails. We understand it's hard not to. Everyone clicks, but you've got to be selective. Some email security vendors offer targeted threat protection. That's a system that will verify a URL is safe before sending you to the site. This is a high benefit option on email encryption that you should look for in making a secure email selection. Make sure your email has a strong spam filter as well. This helps to ensure that phishing emails don't even make it to your inbox, and that reduces the human factor on clicking on a malicious link. Encourage your colleagues to do the same. Since every business associate or network user can be seen as a potential entry point for attack and trickle through, it takes cooperation on the part of staff and business associates to keep protected health information secure. Then educate, educate, educate. As always, this is the best and most effective weapon you have in the fight against cyber thieves. Phishing is absolutely real, and we need to take action against the would be fraudsters. If we don't, we'll fall victim to them. Remember, doing nothing changes the question from if to when your practice has information stolen through an attack. If you haven't done a security risk assessment for 2016, that's a perfect place to start. It touches on all aspects of the practice that affect data security both virtually and physically. This is a critical business function for all HIPAA covered entities and business associates. Hey, join us next time for another briefing in our series. Sign up for our newsletter and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for joining us.